Today on Daring Abroad.
This is a type of farming called hydroponics.
Meet the Kenyan scientist growing cash using modern technology in Australia.
I grow tomatoes, truss tomatoes, loose tomatoes, cherry tomatoes.
And how she's giving back to her motherland by finding opportunities for Kenyans in Adelaide City.
Most of our students are referred through our trusted agents, and for Kenya we are exclusively working with Dr. Christine Valela.
There is a gap in technology
Systems.
and there's a gap in skills and
Skills,
knowledge gap. That's the area I'm hoping to fill.
It is the final episode of the month of April, and as usual, you're in time for a special episode where we bring you the story of a daring Kenyan excelling abroad. My name is Michael Zimanji. Let's start the show.
Wow, who would have thought? We've done so many interesting episodes of Daring Abroad, but rarely do we feature those in agriculture. And you will be surprised where we are in Adelaide, Australia, and this is commercial greenhouse farming, particularly in horticulture. And who is behind this? Yes, Christine.
Yeah, hello.
Dr. Christine.
Dr. Christine Kainyu Walela.
Dr. Christine Kainyu Walela,
Yes.
and she comes all the way from Meru and
Chuka Tharakanithi.
Chuka Tharakanithi.
Exactly.
Chuka Tharakanithi, to be specific.
Exactly.
And in-laws are in Kitale. You know,
Kitale.
daring all the way from Meru, Kitale,
you.
and now in Adelaide,
Exactly.
Australia.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Thank you so
Christine.
much,
this
Alex.
is amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you coming along. And yeah, welcome to my farm. Yeah.
So this is hydroponic farming.
Yes. This is a type of farming called hydroponics. I'm sure you may have come across hydroponics, but I can just explain to your audience just a little bit what hydroponics is.
What is it all about?
So as you can see, the plants here are grown in grow bags. These are called grow bags. And the grow bags is filled with not soil, Alex. This is not soil. So the medium, just to take you a few steps back, a plant does not necessarily need soil to grow. A plant needs nutrition, water, and light.
Light.
So soil is just really for anchoring. So you can use different media to be able to anchor the soils. And here what we're using is coco peat. Is a mixture of coconut coir. And we have it in these grow bags, and we have also superimposed on it this kind of cubes. They are made of rock wool.
What's rock wool?
This is a rock that's been wound into fiber, and it's very good for insulating the plants because it is produced under very high temperatures. So it is very highly sanitized environment for the plant. So when you plant the plant in here, we know that they get the best environment growing as a young sibling. So
Christine, simply put, hydroponic farming is farming without using soil.
Yes, you're very spot on, Alex. So hydroponic, as you said, is farming without soil. And so here we plant the soils in the grow bags with the soil media. We superimpose the rock wool, and also we put water with the nutrients using the drip. So it's precision. So we feed the plant when it needs to be fed and the amount of food that it requires.
That's
so
science.
Yeah,
with precision.
With precision, yes.
I know, Christine, we went into technicalities so fast, but you know, many people must be asking, so how did you end up in Australia?
Oh, thanks, Alex, for that. Actually, I came here in Australia through education. I came here to study back in 2009. I came to do my PhD. And I am a soil scientist by training. I came to do research on climate change, looking at how we can be able to manage our soils better so we can be able to maximize and put more carbon into the soil and therefore mitigating all those nasty greenhouses that we hear about.
Yes, you came as a student and
Yes.
ventured into farming.
I came as a student. I was employed by the government as a research agronomist for a while here in South Australia.
So you were employed first after your studies?
So after my studies, I was employed by the government as a researcher. And then in 2019, I just became psychologically unemployable, as they say, and I decided to start my own venture. Hydroponics is quite a capital-intensive kind of farming, but I showed you the other farm, which is now in ground. We grow in the soil, which is to a lesser extent less capital-intensive. So I have knowledge and skills in both kind of farming, both protected cropping in the ground and also protected cropping as hydroponics. So this is the hydroponics farm that I've shown you. Yeah.
So what do you grow here?
So in my greenhouse farming, Alex, I grow various crops depending on the market. So market is key. So I grow tomatoes, both, truss tomatoes, loose tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. And
what is truss tomatoes? Cherry, these small ones, huh?
Yeah, the cherry tomatoes.
Oh, the cherry tomatoes is the other side.
Yeah, and truss, they are grown in a truss. So you just grow them in a truss. And I also grow cucumbers. The other farm, which is more on the ground, is mainly specialized in cucumbers.
Oh, you do cucumbers already?
Yes, in the other farm. So, and I can grow various types of crops. The beauty of hydroponics is that it is vertical farming. Alex, as you can see here, we are maximizing the space. So you grow crops vertically, so you have higher production within a very small area.
Okay, you use a small area to grow a lot.
To optimize.
To optimize, okay.
Yeah, so we call it vertical farming. Yeah, so we are not growing out, you're growing high. So that's the beauty of protected cropping.
Okay, well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who are you collaborating with in this project?
I collaborate with the industry. Whatever produce I grow, I do grow for the market.
Yes.
So I do grow for specific niche market.
Yes.
Like you can see here, we are producing truss tomatoes, and so I already have a market ready for my produce. So those are my collaborators. Just the supermarkets, those are the ones that I grow for. So I contract for the major supermarkets here in Australia.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
So the other partner, Alex, that I'm collaborating with is Ironwood Institute, together with a couple of other universities here in South Australia. Because when I joined into this field of agribusiness, I realized there's a huge skill gap, knowledge gap in the area of hydroponics, which is a technology which can actually close the food insecure gap, especially in countries like Kenya. And so what I've done is that I've gone ahead and we have forged a pathway for fresh Kenyan graduates, bachelor's graduates in agriculture and other related fields. They can be able to come and study here in Australia agribusiness and go on into their masters, and that's how I've been able to collaborate. As a matter of fact, when the students come, they are able to gain work experience here in my farm, and I'm able to actually mentor them.
You are bringing Kenyan students here?
Yeah, through my, Alex, I must say that I have opened an agency as an education consultant. Back in Kenya, it's called Legacy International.
Legacy International?
Legacy International.
In Kenya, where, Nairobi?
I actually took it in the countryside.
Okay.
It's in Chuka.
It's in Chuka, okay.
Yes, because I realized the people in the counties do not have opportunities for migration-related services.
Yes.
And so this is a deliberate action to actually take the education consultancy there in Chuka.
But Kenyan, any part of Kenya can apply, can come through you?
We started this program late last year, and January this year, we've actually have our first student. You're going to be seeing him. And so he has joined the agribusiness studies, and right now he's working here in the farm, and I'm mentoring him through the process of hydroponics.
What is he studying exactly?
He's studying, the first year he's studying a graduate diploma in agribusiness, and the second year he's going to be studying master's in agriculture.
So as he does his theory, he's able to come here for practicals?
He's able to come here for practical because we need agronomists who are hands-on.
My name is Ivan Sotieno. I'm from Kenya, Kitale, Kenya. I'm a student here in Australia. In Kenya, I did my BSc in agriculture, majoring in crop protection at the University of Nairobi. Then after that, we got into a program at the University of Nairobi to go to Israel to do a one-year postgraduate diploma in advanced agriculture. So I was there for 1 year. Then I came back in 2022. Then after that, I came across the Legacy International Migration Group for Education, managed by Dr. Christine Walela, and she guided me through the whole process of coming to Australia to do my MSc in agriculture through the Ironwood pathway, where you do your first year, you do your graduate diploma in agribusiness. Then the second year, you do a 1 year MSc. Yeah, so after 1 year, after I'm done with Ironwood Institute here with my graduate diploma in agriculture, I'll be going to New South Wales, University of New England, to do a 1 year MSc in agriculture.
Quite fascinating there from Dr. Christine in Adelaide City, but time for us to go on a short commercial break. But when we return, we will have more from Adelaide City, as well as investment tips from Centum Real Estate. Welcome back to the show. Today we are in Adelaide City, where we're focusing on a Kenyan scientist who is doing amazing work through agriculture and also giving back to her motherland. We shall have that story, but for now it's up to our investment tips with Centum Real Estate segment, and they're about to tell us how you should invest in Kenya.
Investment tips with Centum Real Estate. Centum Real Estate. Real estate with real experience.
Thank you so much and welcome to this segment. For record purposes, kindly tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Mildred Mwebi. I'm a digital sales lead at Centum Real Estate. Thank you for having me.
Now, Kenya's industry, when it comes to real estate, Kenya's real estate industry has experienced a boom over the past couple of years. Many people are investing in real estate. So the question that I would put to you is, what makes Kenya unique, and why should anyone, both home or away, invest in Kenya?
I'll say that Kenya is a growing economy. It's one of the most stable economies that we have in Kenya and East Africa as a region. We have a growing population and we have an insatiable demand for housing. So in case you're buying, for example, for investment, you are guaranteed that there's a market that you're going to be serving as a landlord. If you're buying as an owner, you want to live here, Kenya has one of the most beautiful weathers that we have, not only in Africa but worldwide. It's a secure country. We are politically stable. So I don't think there should be anything stopping from anyone, whether you're a Kenyan who's abroad, wanting to come back home, or anyone living abroad to stay in Kenya.
Okay. Yeah. And when someone is ready for that journey, Centum is there for them, right?
Yes. We are there, happily willing to work with you through the whole home ownership journey.
Amazing information there from Centum Real Estate. With that, back to Adelaide City with Alex Chamwada.
It's been about 15 years since Dr. Christine Walela relocated to Australia in pursuit of further studies in climate change. In that time, the soil scientist has been able to establish an impressive hydroponics agribusiness in Adelaide City, while partnering with institutions of higher learning like Ironwood Institute to find opportunities for Kenyan students. 27-year-old Evans Otieno is one such beneficiary.
I'm learning innovation in agribusiness. Yeah, we're also doing greenhouse agriculture, like I work in a greenhouse, so I'm learning the practical experience in the greenhouses. Yeah, so I'm gaining that practical experience, and in class I'm also learning the innovations, in relation to the greenhouse technologies, yeah.
Navtej Singh is the institution's Chief Executive Officer.
Ironwood Institute specializes in agriculture and horticulture programs, and we are the only provider in entire Australia that provides the pathways to the master's degree. What it actually means, students will study first year with us and go to the second year for the master's degree with the top Australian universities, and they graduate in 2 years with 2 degrees at an affordable price tag. So that's what Ironwood Institute helps students who have done their bachelor degrees in agriculture science, food technology, agriculture technology, agribusiness management, agriculture engineering, all those students who have done these degrees in their home countries, they are pursuing their master's degree as a pathway with Ironwood Institute. We have around 250 students studying with us, and we have the capacity to go up to 870 in this campus. We have students from 40 different countries. So Kenya is our new market. In the last couple of years, we have had 5 students coming every year, and we have approximately 5 to 7, I think 7 students currently studying from Kenya.
How do they get to know? Is it through agencies?
Most of our students are referred through our trusted agents. And for Kenya, we are exclusively working with Dr. Christine Walela, who has established student recruitment business in Kenya by the name of Legacy International. So Legacy International is doing bulk of our recruitment from Kenya.
We find that many of the African students, Kenyan in particular, are very, very focused on their studies. So most of our students in their first year, it is fabulous preparation for their second year of their masters when they transition from us to the university. So we're able to develop their studies, research methodologies, to go into a higher level of studies and prepare them well for their career.
I've gained a lot of skills in terms of production and the kind of varieties they plant. They grow really fast, so it's really convenient for farmers, and it's really profitable because she's doing cucumbers at the moment, and maybe within a month you start harvesting, then after 2 months you can clear the farm, then you plant again. So within a year you can do so many cycles, which is really profitable compared to the kind of farming that people are doing in Kenya, whereby let's say they're planting maize, you have to wait for the whole year. Yeah, so greenhouse agriculture, it's very profitable like here in Australia. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And will you take these skills back home? Will you go back home, or you are here to stay?
Of course, I will take the skills back home. Actually, that is my wish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I come from Kitale, like a farming region. I would really love to do it there.
I should mention that our program here is focused on agribusiness, but that is a stepping stone to our partnership programs with the 3 universities: Adelaide University, University of New England, and Torrens University. We have most of the time get agricultural, ag tech undergraduates into our master's program. So for them, they get jobs in the industry, they're working in the field in which they are already conversant. It makes their life and their progress to their career much easier.
And how has it been working with Christine? How
Look,
collaborating?
that's one of our best decision to have Christine working for us in Kenya, not only for the student recruitment, but also opening our doors to the Kenyan universities for collaboration, where we are offering to the Kenyan universities to have an MOUs and agreements with us where we will facilitate the internship for the Kenyan students to come to Australia for internships. Number 2, we are offering faculty development programs for their staff. And number 3 is our student exchange programs. So we are trying to develop a bilateral relationship with the Kenyan universities at the same time, while offering this very unique, affordable master's degree programs. But this is all happening through Dr. Christine Walela's great work and effort that she's doing on the ground.
At the moment, I'm actually seeking more collaborations with the Kenyan universities. As we are talking, we have sought a collaboration with one of the universities, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind me mentioning them, and that's Lukenya University. So we are at advanced levels of seeking how can we sign an MOU that enables us to collaborate in a way that their staff are able to come here, and our staff at Ironwood is able to go there, and we are able to see which are the areas that we can be able to synchronize together. We're also looking ways on how we can look at Kenyan universities having students in their last year of their bachelor's being able to come here and do the industrial placements here in Australia through this program and do paid internship and also get hands-on learning from my farm.
Yeah, you could collaborate with the TVETs also.
Oh, also with the TVETs and also with the government, with the counties. I'm actually making an open call to the counties to reach out and see how we can be able to collaborate with them and bring delegates here for benchmarking where they can be able to see some of this high-tech technology that they can take back into their countries.
You will be overwhelmed, Christine.
I'm happy. This is actually why I started this.
They'll start looking for you straight away.
This is actually why I left research to carve my own path and bring solutions back to my own country.
But Christine, I mean, those Kenyans will tell you, we have such in Kenya. So what would be the difference between how it's done in Kenya and Australia? Why would Kenyans come here for benchmarking?
I think it is very important, and that's a very good question. And I do agree with you that we have this hydroponics technology in Kenya. It's done in a very small scale in Kenya. In Australia, it's done in quite a huge commercial scale. So I would love for, and also the level of ag tech is quite advanced. So you see, we are always advancing every year in terms of technology.
So there is a gap in terms of technology.
There is a gap in technology
systems,
and there's a gap in skills and knowledge gap. So that's the area I'm hoping to fill. I hope that also, just to throw banter in there, that the president of Kenya is able to watch this and see there's a Kenyan in Australia daring in agribusiness. And
you know, he's dared abroad so many times himself. His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, I'm sure, will be watching this, or he is watching this. I mean, he may just give you a call. You know, he's gone abroad doing so much in terms of looking for opportunities for Kenyans, and this probably is it. This is it. So atakuita, I'm sure.
Every farmer here does something called water harvesting. Because, Alex, water is the currency for running a farming business.
Definitely.
So every farmer has invested.
What's the source of the water?
So we've invested in a dam.
When you say harvesting, you're harvesting from where?
You're harvesting from the rain.
Okay, from the rain.
You're harvesting, as you can see, the greenhouses also have gutters such that when it rains, the water goes into the gutters and it is channeled back into the dam. So we do not waste water at all.
So are we going to go up there?
So there's a ladder here.
Oh, you want to use the ladder? I thought maybe I can just run over.
You can try. We can try. But this is, you are, Alex, be careful. So this is.
I've done it,
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And with that, Christine joins the Daring Abroad family, and it was a pleasure meeting you. We've learned a lot from Christine regarding hydroponic farming. You know, she's dared to do commercial greenhouse farming, and she's grown tomatoes, cucumber, and she just says this is the beginning, and she wants to collaborate with the Kenyan institutions, with the government, with the national and county governments to transfer this technology back home.
Asante sana, Alex. Yeah, that's it. That's the mission. And I really have to thank you, because today you chose the best day for it. We are doing 37 over 40 degrees, and that's why you can see us sweating. Thank you so much for being brave enough.
What's your parting shot?
My parting shot is that whatever you want to go for, let nothing actually stop you. Even if you don't have any reference, because I had no reference, just continue and trailblaze your way. Go there and keep daring.
Keep daring, and you'll get it right. Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you
well
so
done.
much. Yeah,
well done.
Thank you.
Quite an inspiring story there in Adelaide City. Many thanks to Dr. Christine, the lady with the green thumb. Now, before we wind up the show, our friends at Centum Real Estate have fully serviced residential and industrial plots at Kingswood Park that you can own from as low as 27,000 Kenya shillings per month. If you would like more information, please contact the number on your screens. With that, we are done. On behalf of the team responsible for this week's episode, we say thank you so much for watching, and let's do this again next time.